Welcome everyone. Thanks a lot for staying with us. You're watching Plain Speak with me, Shivani Gupta. Bengal and violence have become synonymous. Political violence in the state is not new and many consider it as a culture of the state. But the government that succeeded the left tyranny seems to be taking it one step further. At least that's the charge, given opposition leaders and even central agencies come under routine attacks in the state that are only increasing in frequency and potency recently. Now, BJP MP Khagen Murmu and BJP MLA Shankar Ghosh were carrying out relief work in flood-hit North Bengal when they were attacked by a big mob. Visuals from the scene showed Murmu bleeding profusely as party workers rushed him to safety. MLA Shankar Ghosh, who was also with him, sustained minor injuries. The BJP has accused the ruling Trinamool Congress of orchestrating this attack, calling it an attempt to obstruct relief work and intimidate opposition leaders. The party also claims that Khagen Murmu has suffered a fracture below the eye and could have lost his vision. The Trinamool Congress, rejecting all of these allegations, says BJP is facing the wrath of the public. Now, is the attack part of a larger pattern of political vendetta or a regrettable isolated event? Regardless, one thing is clear. If in any other Indian state, opposition leaders had come under such frequent attacks, saviors of democracy in India would have been shouting from the rooftops. But there is only silence when it comes to Bengal. Why? Should we stop expecting democracy for opposition in West Bengal? That and more is coming up with our guests in just a bit. But first up, let us tell you exactly what transpired yesterday on October 6th. During a visit to flood-affected areas in Nagarkata, Jalpaiguru, a group of 20 to 25 villagers allegedly surrounded and attacked these BJP leaders, including MP Khagen Murmu. Reports say that stones were pelted at the convoy, resulting in broken windshields, chaotic scenes clearly despite security with the visiting parliamentarians and local police on ground. The BJP MP Murmu sustained serious head and facial injuries amidst this assault. In response, the BJP demanded a thorough investigation by the National Investigation Agency, alleging that the attack was orchestrated by supporters of the ruling Trinamool Congress to intimidate opposition leaders. Prime Minister Narendra Modi himself condemned the attack strongly, criticizing the deteriorating law and order situation in West Bengal and calling for swift justice. Meanwhile, TMC has denied any involvement. They are attributing this entire incident to villagers' anger, to the politicization of relief work by the BJP, which according to them has aggravated local tensions during a sensitive time. Actually, let me expand further on what are the political barbs that have been exchanged between the leader of BJP, in a way, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and Mamata Banerjee, leader of the TMC in this case. So Prime Minister Narendra Modi took to social media, slamming the West Bengal government for the situation of law and order in the state. He called the situation condemnable. He also said this is a clear reflection of the insensitivity of the Trinamool Congress and the pathetic state of law and order in the state. He even directly called out the government and TMC to stop indulging in violence. But Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee hit back, accusing the Prime Minister of politicizing a natural disaster. She blamed BJP leaders for going to the affected area in large convoy of cars without any information to the local police. She also said BJP allegations have no verification. The fact that their own people on ground have been accused of carrying out or orchestrating this kind of an attack. But remember, this isn't the first time under TMC rule opposition leaders have been targeted in Bengal. So, for example, now BJP MP Khagen Murmu and BJP MLA Shankar Ghosh have been attacked. Just in August this year, Suvendu Adhikari's convoy was attacked in Cooch Behar during a visit to submit a memorandum to the police itself. Stones were hurled, vehicles were damaged, including his bulletproof vehicle's rear glass. In June 2024, the West Bengal unit of the BJP alleged that their female leader of the party, Minority Morcha leader, was beaten up by Trinamool Congress supporters in Cooch Behar. In July 2024, a Congress worker, Manik Roy, was killed in Jalpaiguru district by a mob that allegedly included supporters of Trinamool Congress. May 2024, BJP candidate Pranath Tudu was attacked in Jhargram during the 6th phase of the Lok Sabha polls. In March the same year, BJP MP from Bengal, Jagannath Sarkar, alleged that his vehicle was attacked by Trinamool Congress cadres while he was on his way to attend a religious function in the state's Nadia district. In July 2023, a Congress worker was allegedly beaten to death by unidentified people in West Bengal's Murshidabad district ahead of the Panchayat polls. And in April 2021, BJP candidate for Bengal's Diamond Harbour, Deepak Haldar, and his supporters were allegedly thrashed in South 24 Parganas during an election campaign. It doesn't end. In March 2023, the bus part of Bharatiya Janata Party's Rath Yatra was vandalized in West Bengal's Purulia. BJP had alleged that TMC workers were behind this. So you see not just a pattern in who is getting attacked, but also in some cases a pattern of where these attacks are taking place. Hence, the BJP feels that this is very much linked to the politics of Trinamool Congress in Bengal. This blood politics, is there going to be any end to this, or is there going to be no democracy for opposition in the state? That debate is coming up.
বর্তমানে আমাদের গাড়ির অবস্থা দেখতে পাচ্ছেন, এই যে খগেনদা রক্তাক্ত হয়ে, খগেনদাকে দ্রুত হসপিটালে আমাকে বেরোতে হলো।
खातून जो उस गांव के प्रधान है, वही तो शुरू से सबको प्रोवोक कर रहे थे, और जितना सारे बांग्लादेशी घुसपैठी भी उसका
বিজেপি আজকে যেটা দেখেছে সেটা সম্পূর্ণভাবে তাদের নিজের কর্মফল। তারা মানুষের সঙ্গে যোগাযোগ রাখবে না, তারা মানুষের উন্নয়নে বাধা দেবে, তারা গর্বের সঙ্গে বলবে গরিব মানুষের টাকা আটকে দিয়েছি।
First up, I want to go across to Sukanta Majumdar, Union Minister of State for Education and Development of Northeastern Region in the Government of India. Sukanta Majumdar, first up, how do you see this TMC response that this attack happened because locals in that area where the BJP are representatives from were angry with BJP leaders for not doing their job?
See, this attack and both the response are pre-planned, and it is politically motivated. Because the attack happened only in a place which is dominated by the Muslims. No other area with the BJP team visited, we have faced this kind of incidents. And to justify this attack, now TMC is planning several more attacks in some other places. Yeah, just for example, today in Kumargram, our MLA has, they have tried to harass our MLA. And we have actually, we countered it in a way, in such a way that that language is understandable to TMC. So, at least in case of North Bengal, we can assure you that BJP, the West Bengal BJP, has the capacity to counter Trinamool in such a language in which they are comfortable. Only matter is the police. If police remains neutral, I can assure you only in Muslim dominated areas TMC office will remain open. In other areas TMC won't be able to open the office.
So you are saying that more attacks are being planned in a way to create a cover for the attack that happened here, that BJP leaders are being in some sort of a natural response coming under attack by locals. But this allegation that Muslims were part of this, TMC says, one, there is no proof that their people were involved or Muslims were involved, that all of these allegations are unverified.
It's totally verified because I still, even till, I can challenge you, send your cameraman there. The visuals are there available, their names are there available. Our party has identified them and we have produced the evidence. All these people, those are responsible for the attack on our MP, Hagen Murmuji, belongs to a certain community And if you just study the demography of the North Bengal, especially in this area from Odlabari and upwards, you will be able to analyze that within few years, 10-15 years, the demography has been changed severely from where they have shifted. Nobody knows. So all these things, even you can send there your cameraman, only the TMC office will be available in that area where the attack was committed. So the main thing is it is planned. Why it is? I am telling that it is planned because till now after the 24 hours, no one has been arrested. Though we have provided the photographic, videographic evidence along with the identification of those hooligans.
Right. No, that question persists. But as elections approach, do you feel the situation is only going to go from bad to worse? The violence in Bengal, how do you foresee the situation on ground and how will you counter this or take this forward?
The TMC will try to create this kind of scenario everywhere in the state of West Bengal when the election will proceed. And now it's almost less than 1 year, so that's why they are warming up. But I would like to urge the election commission to take the cognizance of these incidents, and they should consider the election procedure of West Bengal apart or quite separately from the rest of the country, because democracy does not persist here. So they have to, prepare a new protocol to handle the election machinery here, to perform a neutral election machinery. If they can make the police machinery neutral, rest will take care of everything.
I do want to ask you finally, Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee has taken great umbrage at what the Prime Minister said in his tweet yesterday. She is saying that the Prime Minister is politicizing the issue, and he's not just the Prime Minister of BJP alone, he's the Prime Minister of the entire country. They should listen to the state government instead. Your response on that?
No, who is doing the politics? Who is doing the politics? Ask Mamata Banerjee. Why till now, after the 24 hours, herself Mamata Banerjee is there in the North Bengal. She is the Home Minister of the state, and nobody has been arrested. Who is doing the politics? You, madam, you are doing the politics. That is Mamata Banerjee is doing the politics. And this Honorable PM has reacted because the video that was available with everyone of this country, everybody from every corner of the country, they are criticizing. Everybody is criticizing. Is it the way in which a democracy, a political party worker should be treated by another political party worker?
Well, it isn't
then
just...
what will be the fate of the democracy?
It isn't just political workers. Now it's a sitting MP and an MLA. But I do thank you, Shikanta Majumdar, for joining us. Let me open this up to our guest joining us for the big question of whether there is any democracy left for any opposition in West Bengal. Mohammad Asif Rahman of the TMC is joining us. I also have with me Saurav Sikdar of the West Bengal BJP, Pratim Ranjan Bose and Shikhar Mukherjee, senior journalists, also with us. But Asif, I begin with you. Why have there been no arrests? If the government had taken this seriously and not tried to give some intellectual cover fire of why this attack happened in the first place, without investigation, even you don't know, right? You've prejudged the investigation now. But why no arrests so far?
Good evening, Shivangi, and good evening to everyone. I mean, you have to understand whatever happened, we do condemn, and we do not support any kind of violence happening in Bengal. But again, the arrest has to be made, and we will not leave anyone, whether it's someone from Trinamool Congress, as they claim that someone from Trinamool Congress has attacked Mr. Murmu, which is very sad. But we believe that there was a local anger, and whatever happened should not happen again. And I'm assuring you that arrest will be there, and it has to be there. But I was hearing Mr. Sukanta Majumdar, Shivangi, and you have to give me some time, sending camera to investigate. Investigate what? About Mr. Murmu. It's all right. I appreciate that. But Bengal would have been happy if the camera could have been sent to investigate the condition of people in North Bengal and what central will provide aid to the state. Shivangi, whenever a natural disaster occurs, anger arises among the people. Because in such a disaster, people lose everything. It is natural for people to feel disappointed,
It's a failure
sadness,
of state government,
anger.
right? It's a failure of state government.
Sir, this debate doesn't work like this. I mean, this is not another Banana Republic channel. Please wait and I'll hear to you.
No, I'm just
So
giving you
whenever
the
natural
clue.
disaster occurs, People lose everything, sir. It is natural for people to feel disappointed, sadness, anger after losing their home, food, necessary documents. And what time we should remain calm. We should keep a cool head and handle the entire situation. That is what administration has tried to do. Trinamool Congress condemns all violence, sir. The attack on relief workers during a natural disaster is unacceptable.
No, so
Our
what
Chief
wrong
Minister-
did these
No, wait,
BJP
wait,
leaders, Tausi,
wait,
what wrong
wait.
did these BJP leaders do by going there at this time of need of the local public? I'm not understanding
banana
how
chahiye
it
tha
can
na?
be argued that they did something wrong.
This is not a K Karan Johar's film. वो स्पॉट नहीं है बॉलीवुड का. वहां पर परेशानियां आई हैं. वहां पे रिलीफ चाहिए लोगों को.
So
आप वहां पे
obviously
ले जाके
elected
10
representatives
convoy-
go and
Wait,
meet
wait,
the
Shivangi,
people, no?
Wait. North Malda से चलकर, if you are going to help whom? Mr. Raju Bista? Is he not competent? The Darjeeling MP from BJP? Is he not reliable? So why someone jumping from there? But it's okay, we do
No,
welcome.
that's not a
You can come
justification
from
at
Gujarat
all for
also.
that person to be
No,
attacked.
you can come from Gujarat also. But
Yes.
Prime Minister Modi's baseless accusation against All India Trinamool Congress before the investigation undermined due process and constitutional values.
Didn't you not
The
undermine
BJP
due process? I began by asking you, by alleging that this is some organic local anger. You've also prejudged the investigation. It came from
But
none
why
other
don't
than the
you-
Chief Minister. Now nothing
Shivangi,
will
but
happen.
why don't you accept it if there's a local anger? If people doesn't
Let the
want
investigation
to see their
happen,
face,
let people
if
be
people
caught.
doesn't want to face them, if people doesn't want to hear them, so what you going to do? Because you have been keeping deprived to these people. You have stopped their aid, you have stopped their funds, more than a lakh of
This is a
lakh
bit
crores.
much.
So now they are
Mohammad
now
Asif
you are
Rahman,
coming.
you can't tell me that a MLA or an MP have so much power that they will block aid or any government schemes or relief for the public and the
Shivangi, they
state
belong to
government
BJP.
against the wills of the state government. Come on. This is like
Shivangi,
you are
they-
in
no,
power,
no,
but
no,
you
no,
have
no.
no accountability and no responsibility. Everybody
You're
else
not-
is to blame.
You're not understanding my point. It's not about a MP lad, it's not about a MLA lad. It's about the fund which is coming from central government, which is due. And these people are useless.
Come on,
They
don't
won
bring
from
that.
there.
Those
No,
issues
please.
should not mean there will be violence on
Why
any
can't you
elected
listen? I don't
representative.
understand.
No, I'm sorry.
Why can't-
the
no, no, why
fact
can't
that
you
you
tolerate
have
it?
some
That's it.
issues with the central government. In fact, you're indicting your own government and your mindset by suggesting that because you have issues with the central government, BJP leaders are fair game and they can be attacked by the public on ground.
No, I'm not saying it's fair. I told you, I started my debate.
It's
that this
unfair,
should
but
not
it's
get
okay.
endorsed. It's unfair.
And we'll allow it.
No, we are not saying we'll allow it. It's you are saying. Sitting on CNN News 18.
No,
It's
but you've not
it's
done
your
anything.
decision.
So what is the message?
I'm not saying.
Okay,
This should not
the
happen.
problem here is, Mohammad Asif, just hold on, I'll go across to our other guests, is that repeated such attacks take place. If it's not election campaigning or during elections, now it's flood relief. Why should it continue to happen in a state like West Bengal? Does the age-old argument
only
that
West Bengal,
one second,
Shivangi.
does the age-old argument that there is political violence, entrenched in Bengal stand today? And why is it? Is it that because there is no action that is taken by state government,
Action is
certain
always there. This is not
elements,
Uttar Pradesh.
certain elements are emboldened to do these acts. But Saurav Sikdar, I want to come to you first up. The allegation from the BJP that this has been somehow done in a pre-planned fashion by TMC or their supporters, and Muslims are involved in this. I mean, that also is an argument that you cannot prove right now, right? It is not something that you can prove. You should just stick to the facts on ground and say that yes, we want an investigation.
I have two questions. Firstly, both of them were attacked on the spot. One is a acting MLA and one is a MP, and both of them has a security cover as well. So, as per their protocol, whenever they move, they always inform the local police station as per their protocol. Where was the police? Why police was not present
They
there?
did not informed.
No, don't interrupt me now. I have listened to you very, very patientfully. Don't interrupt me. Secondly, as per protocol, they have informed, but police was not there. Secondly, yes, my friend from TMC was talking about the anger. Anger was there. But you know what is the fact? Fact, the local people were expressing how deprived they are, that river beds are not maintained well. Bali mafias has take out all the sand from the river, and the river is not maintained. The bridge was not maintained. When people started expressing their all these things against state government, then planfully this thing happened. Planfully this thing happened, and particularly on that area, what just Sukanta Majumdar said, the Rohingyas from Bangladesh, they have been implanted there. All over West Bengal, wherever you go, wherever TMC is weaker there, North Bengal, TMC's results are not good, so everywhere they are implanting Rohingyas to just boost up their support. This government has lost their ground. People are not with them. So either they are doing it by police or these gundas. So even after 24 hours now, whole nation knows that. We are thankful to you medias that you have taken up to the whole nation how the law and order situation is in West Bengal. Nobody is arrested till this time. So we are demanding a NIA investigation. Then let the NIA come. Truth will be unveiled, because this is a pre-planned attack. Again, I am telling you, to just suppress the anger and suppress the fact. Why this national? I am saying that disaster can happen, natural calamity can happen, but state government's role to protect the river, protect the land, protect the hills, and everywhere corruption was there.
Okay.
So those
So
things
you're
were
saying
not
this has
maintained.
all been done to suppress the actual real anger against the state government, and certain pockets have attacked BJP leaders particularly because they don't want them to meet maybe other residents of the state. But I want to
Truth should not be come.
that they should not come into certain areas.
Yeah.
Are no-go areas then being created in certain parts of Bengal,
Yes,
even for
yes.
elected representatives? Shikha Mukherjee, I want to come to you. Has the state government's response been adequate? Because time and again, the TMC government has faced this charge that not only are there workers indulging in political violence, but a situation where an MP is also bloodied in his face and his life could have been at risk, including that of an MLA. I mean, that certainly shows the absolute depths to which the law and order situation is and the impunity with which certain groups are acting.
But I'm sorry, I can't agree with the phrasing of your question, which is that the question of impunity, the question of certain groups, etc. That is a connection which I think we should leave to a later day, by when we have more information from the ground. And I'm not talking about police information. I'm talking about journalists who go on the ground and then tell me that certain groups were particular certain groups, as Sukanta Majumdar alleged, were involved specifically in this violence, and they were, as Shourav has said, of Rohingya origin. I'm waiting for that.
Okay.
Now, having said that, let me also say that between the 6th and the 7th, several teams of BJP leaders were deployed in North Bengal. This is the only incident of violence which is to be condemned, because people cannot take the law into their own hands. They may be angry, they may feel they have a lot of grievances. They may think that someone in power, because somebody who's traveling in a convoy is obviously a person of power, that person is open to being attacked. Now that is a very, very wrong situation. There is a problem whether the police in that area, which is flood prone, which is under flood, which is a disaster zone, whether the police was there to deploy the security of these people, whether adequate security was there, whether that was at all possible or not, remains something that we will need to actually assess very, very carefully before making a judgment call. Having said all of that, let me also add that the BJP's current response to the disaster in North Bengal, and I say this is a natural disaster which has happened, is that BJP in 2021 in the state assembly elections, 130 of the 54 seats which are there in North Bengal. It is a very sensitive political area for the BJP. And therefore, the BJP also has a ground presence. And therefore, one reads and one hears that teams of BJP people are going out into the disaster zone and trying to connect with the people. This is very, very normal, which is also, I mean, yes, it is politics, but it's also very normal. And therefore, one incident in one place and why the other places did not have if the allegation of pre-planned attack of this particular nature is to be sustained.
Then why did it not happen in other places? But very quickly, before I bring in Pratim Ranjan Bose, I started by asking you, has the response of the state government and the chief minister been adequate? Because that sends a large signal.
Shivangi, my concern really is, has the state government's response been adequate to disaster management, relief management? Has it been, or is it the kind of photo ops that we saw, the Mamata Banerjee going to meet Khoghen Murmu in the hospital?
No, but that's also her responsibility, right? An MP has come under attack under her regime.
Now, if that is a response, then that is a positive response.
But she also, in a way, blamed these MPs for going into the region.
There is the rhetoric and there is the physical response. The physical response is that she went and met Khoghen Murmu in the hospital. She had talked to his doctors. She said that the best medical care that is available needs to be given to him. Now, that I think is a very positive response. On the other hand, should another incident like this take place, Mamata Banerjee and the government, and I'm not talking about Mamata Banerjee at all, I'm talking about the administration, I'm talking about the police. Are they going to be involved in relief and rescue, or are they going to provide safety and security?
No, I think they can do both. I don't think that we have to put a prerequisite. In all other states, much larger states.
I have worked for too long in these areas not to know that everybody's capacity is stretched to the maximum.
It may be, but the state government cannot wash its hands off even when there are natural disasters in a state which are much larger, have much higher populations. They do have law and order issues that have to be taken care of.
But no one behaves like BJP.
Is a very limited statement.
Problem is
that the state government's capacity, any state, regardless of whether it's West Bengal or it's Uttarakhand, is stretched to the maximum in these situations. From there, I cannot jump to the conclusion that the state, that not having the capacity, not having the resources, and then requiring to pull out more resources in order to protect VIPs.
So then, okay, one second. No, I'm finding the premise a little problematic.
We have had this.
One second, ma'am. One second. You're making a proposition. I'm just trying to take this forward. I don't know of any state that has suffered natural disasters, much larger, more populated, where the police can come out and say we are stretched, so we are not going to be able to do crime patrolling, or we're not going to be able to do, relief or VVIP protection, for example.
Do not misinterpret what I'm saying. No one is saying that crime is to be allowed. No one is saying that crime is not a priority for the police. But relief and disaster is also a priority.
Of course it is. They can do both is what I'm saying.
Managing that priority
Pratim Ranjan Bose
is a complicated
Absolutely. But
exercise.
In no state can the police or the state government say, because we are indulging in this relief work in one part of the state, we are not going to be able to give VVIP protection, for example, for people who want to go and meet their people.
We have to be very careful about our words. If we don't indulge in things,
that's fine. No, that's fine. Even if they are doing
it, to do a performance,
they're also required to provide protection to VVIPs. I don't think they can wash their hands off it.
Do you think that all the other BJP teams that went to North Bengal, and there are a whole lot of them, and they are including the BJP state president, who's right there, They're all there. They are being given protection.
So what happened here is my focus. My focus is not where it did not happen. My focus is where it did happen. And even one instance of a violence like this, where a sitting MP and MLA have been attacked in front of police presence and they have been bloodied, is equally problematic. Pratim Ranjan Bose, in fact, that's entirely my premise. Ma'am, 1 second. Ma'am, please 1 second, I've heard you. Pratim Ranjan Bose, that's entirely my premise. The standards to which any other state in India would be held to, for some reason, West Bengal is not held to the same standards?
The argument so far gives you a very clear idea that we have opened a justification machine over here. Under the garb of various logics, this side, that side. First of all, this was not the only agitation that had taken place in North Bengal. BJP and RSS has, just deployed their entire resources for relief, and incidents were happening from the night before, right? So that is it, number one. Number two, we don't have to justify or look at larger things in West Bengal. Let's start, for the argument's sake, let's start from Mamata Banerjee when she was beaten up as opposition leader. And then we have seen attacks on BJP's Dilip Ghosh, we have seen attacks on Shukanto Mujumdar, we have seen attacks on Shubhendu Adhikari. So it is a complete stereotype. It is happening like this only, and everyone is justifying. As a journalist or as a commentator, I must say, I mean, with all due regards, that I'm enraged to see that you just kill someone, almost have killed someone or destroyed someone. This is no civilized state of affairs over here. Just imagine a MP, if he is not protected, and there was no issue like they provoked something. Sometimes it happens that VVIPs go with a lot of jumla and then people get enraged. But in such cases also people just get agitated. Here it was a purposeful attack because it is evident the way it has been done. Someone is leaving and still you are throwing stones at them. Why should you? So this is absurd. What is happening in West Bengal is absurd, and it is unfortunate that the Prime Minister had to say that the law and order situation in the state has broken down. Over to you.
Yeah. So, Tausif, not just one episode, there is a history of such episodes. BJP, Congress, left workers, all have come under attack. Several of them have been killed since TMC has come to power. What is the justification of the defense for that? Even if, you're suggesting this is an isolated case that has happened yesterday.
Shivani, it's very funny what I'm listening from you and the kind of statement you want to propagate to the people of India. You just want to make West Bengal as not a part of India, but West Bengal is a part of...
No, I'm not saying that at all.
No, you are doing that.
No, I'm not doing that at all.
Since beginning.
No, I'm not doing that at all. I'm only questioning the state of law and order vis-a-vis questions that any other state in India would face.
You do that because you listen everyone very patiently whenever
They are not making accusations against me.
You have a lot of questions and you have answers as well. So if you want to say the local people are becoming mafia, the local people are becoming terrorists, and you want to tag them as a Muslim,
I've not said any of that.
You are doing it. You're doing that.
You're just being touchy about the fact that I'm discussing a story from Bengal. Evidently, most of the stories from Bengal that get discussed are stories where there is violence involved.
See, the problem is you talk non-stop. You don't let other people speak.
I am letting you speak, but don't attribute what I haven't said to me.
See, there are more than 20 to 30,000 people affected because of this natural disaster. BJP is not bothered about that. You are not bothered about that. No one is bothered about it. We are very much bothered about it. Whatever happened with Mr. Murmu, we condemn. We do not support such action. But the problem is, yes, I am very touchy with my people. I am very touchy with those Bengali people staying in the district and rural areas where the BJP is ruling in North Bengal right now. As I can say that, with a lot of seat. Who is the MP of Darjeeling? Mr. Raju Bisla. He's useless.
So you're not playing politics on flood. So when you do this, you are not playing politics on flood. But when the opposition or local MPs go and visit, they are playing politics.
This is your problem. This is your problem.
No, but you are the state government.
How come you say that?
All I hear from you is how everybody else is to blame.
No. You get very touchy. The BJP
No, because you are the state government. You can't say that judge me on the same standard as the opposition in the state.
You should be neutral, Shivani. You should not open your mouth.
I'll come back to you. I'll come to you. Just 1 second. Yes, Tausif.
when I'm talking about BJP, the BJP should answer. You should not answer.
No,
Why are
I
you
am
answering
questioning
me?
you as representative
You're not
of the
questioning
state
me.
government.
You are defending BJP right
No,
now.
I'm not.
Do
You
not
tell
defend
me,
them.
I asked
Be
you
a
by,
neutral person.
my question to you was,
Wait.
what was my question
So-
to you? My question to you was, there is a history of opposition leaders coming under violent attacks in West Bengal, even since TMC has come to power. It may have happened under left, but that's the
So
old story.
according to you,
What is the problem?
According to you, West Bengal stands with the highest rate of crime? Yes or no?
Answer my question.
Arey,
na?
answer me also. You are portraying West Bengal as a criminal state.
No, I am
It
asking
is.
you,
It
why
is.
do opposition
No, it is
leaders
not.
come under
Wait,
attack?
now you
You
wait,
can't deny
Shivani.
that they haven't. You can't
Shivani,
deny
wait.
that
The
Dilip
highest-
Ghosh, Suvendu
Shivani, wait.
Adhikari, left leaders, Congress leaders, BJP workers, now BJP MP, they've all come under attack, violent attack in West Bengal.
No idea. You have no idea what used to happen before 2011 and what is happening after
Okay.
2011.
So now I get the difference.
Wait,
It's better than
wait,
2011.
wait.
Okay, I got your answer now. I have 30
No, but
seconds for Saurav
but you're not
Sikdar.
listening to me.
I
You are
heard
defending
you.
BJP.
I heard you. I
See,
gave you ample
you are
time.
defending
You chose to
BJP
attack me
live on
instead
camera.
of defend yourself or your record. I heard you. Saurav Sikdar.
No,
Ma'am,
stop
Calcutta
defending-
High Court said it clearly in 2021 after post-poll violence, there is no rule of law in West Bengal. And last 5 years, they are continuing this. There is no change. There is still no rule of law in West Bengal. Only is a rule of hooliganism, only the rule of these TMC goons. So it is a very, very critical situation here where a member of parliament and a MLA also is not safe with their security cover. Then just think about the normal opposition parties' karyakartas. Their life in risk. We lost lots of our karyakartas. They have been killed, they have been murdered, and they have been attacked brutally. So this government is only solution to just kick off this government from West Bengal.
Okay.
And,
well, that's a
to
matter for another day. That is a discussion for another day. And in any case, elections are approaching in Bengal. And it will be a question whether law and order improved under TMC or it went from bad to worse. I do thank all of our guests for joining us.
Thank you.